Well, coping after the loss of a loved one is incredibly difficult for adults, but for children, that loss can be even more difficult. So many questions and many with no answers. Camp Firefly is a special place for young hearts to grieve and heal together. Here with more now is Sarah Hale, Hospice volunteer and Bereavement coordinator. Sarah, great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having us.
So Camp Firefly right around the corner. It's actually coming up this weekend.
This Saturday, yes, at Warriors Path in Kingsport.
And I know this is such an opportunity for kids who are going through such a difficult process.
Yeah, it's important for them to be able to come together with other kids their age and to realize they're not alone in this grieving process, and we hope to send them home with a lot of coping mechanisms and ways to begin their healing.
And of course, everybody that's taking part in this camp is trained in this, so they're able to really help these children.
Yes, so we, our hospice staff who are trained in death and dying and the aftermath of that are all going to be there, and they will be able to share all of the information with them that they need and the resources they need to help.
And I understand the activities are very intentional to kind of help bring out some of these stories.
Yeah, we do a lot of coping, a lot of music therapy, art therapy, sharing memories of their loved ones, sharing their emotions in a safe place. And then we throw a little fun in there for the day too.
And then what's it like for the kids to also kind of be around other kids? I feel like when you're going through this as a child, you may feel very isolated, feel very alone, but this may be a chance to see that there are other kids going through what they're going
through. That's one of the biggest benefits of camp, is that they realize that they're not the only child that's having to deal with this. And it, again, gives them that safe place that they're with peers that are experiencing the same things, that they feel like they can be open about their emotions and talk through how they're feeling and what's happened to them.
And as we're seeing some of the pictures from years past, you can see a lot of these kids, it looks like they're really starting to open up and see the hope that you guys can offer.
Yes, each kid gets a buddy that goes through the day, which are mostly high school and college volunteers that they just really interact well with and kind of open up to. And then by the end of the day, they will all be together and want to exchange information and hang out after camp with the new kids that they've met and the friends they've made.
That's lovely. And I think too, it's a positive way to sort of go through what they're going through, instead of, you know, I would imagine shutting down would be kind of that first instinct and just not wanting to see anybody and not wanting to go anywhere.
Yeah, we want them to know that grief is normal, and it's okay. It's okay to cry in front of other people, and it's okay to laugh and have fun after you've lost someone as well.
How can people sign up or learn more information?
So they can sign up online if you just go to Ballad Health and look up Camp Firefly, or we will take same-day registrations as well if they want to show up at camp on Saturday. We'd prefer that they sign up beforehand, but if they need to, they can come that day and sign up.
What's it like for you and the others that are putting this camp together and putting it on for the kids?
We all say it's one of the most exhausting days that we have all year, but it is absolutely our most favorite day of the year. It's just nice to be able to give back and to be able to see these kids that come out of their shell and realize that they can survive after the loss of someone that they love so much.
Yeah, I'm sure it's heartbreaking, the stories you hear.
It's a sad but a very rewarding day and an enjoyable day for all of us.
Yeah, helping them take those steps toward the hope and the healing. All right, we're going to give everybody some information. Again, it is coming up this weekend, so it's right around the corner. There is a phone number right here on the screen. If you would like more information, you can call that number, learn more about the camp, and sign your child up. It is coming up and taking place at Warriors Path State Park.